When you're out in the wilderness, far from civilization and modern conveniences, water quickly becomes your absolute top priority. It overshadows almost everything else. It's more vital than food, more crucial than fire for warmth and signaling. You can survive for weeks, even a month or more, without eating any food at all, relying on your body's reserves. But you can only survive for a matter of days, perhaps 3 or 4 at most, without drinking any water. Dehydration sets in rapidly, impairing your judgment and physical abilities. However, finding water isn't the end of the challenge. Not all water sources are safe for consumption. Rivers, streams, and even seemingly innocent puddles can be teeming with invisible threats that can make you incredibly sick. These threats include harmful bacteria like E. coli, Giardia parasites, and dangerous toxins produced by algae or industrial runoff. Consuming contaminated water can lead to severe illness, incapacitation, or even death. Therefore, simply finding a water source is just the initial step. It's only the beginning of the process. The crucial part is making that water safe to drink. Ensuring its purity is what ultimately keeps you alive and functioning in a survival situation. Throughout history, ancient survivalists and indigenous cultures developed ingenious methods to harness the Earth's natural resources. They used readily available materials like stone, sand, and charcoal to effectively purify water, long before the advent of modern water filters and sophisticated purification technologies. This isn't about relying on fancy gadgets or expensive equipment that you might not have access to in a survival scenario. Instead, it's about mastering practical, timeless skills that can be applied anywhere, using whatever resources are at hand. The primary goal of water filtration is to strip out visible dirt and sediment, making the water clearer and more palatable. But even more importantly, it's about removing as many of the invisible microscopic threats as possible, safeguarding you from waterborne illnesses. Therefore, knowing how to quickly and effectively improvise a water filter using natural materials is not just a useful skill, it's a potentially life or death skill that could save you from serious harm. So, let's get hands-on and dive into the practical aspects of water filtration. We'll explore simple yet effective techniques to learn how to transform seemingly unusable dirty water into your lifeline, ensuring your survival in the wilderness. Today, we're building a water filter using only what nature provides. No machines, no chemicals, just survival know-how. The aim: turn muddy, unsafe water into something clear and drinkable. In a real emergency, you can't rely on gear. Nature is your toolkit. Stones, sand, and charcoal are everywhere, and with the right method, they become your lifeline. This isn't just for adventurers, it's practical knowledge for anyone, anywhere. We'll layer these materials in a container, each with a specific job, mimicking how the Earth naturally filters water. It's simple, effective, and a skill that could save your life. Let's get started. First, gather your materials from the wild. You'll need a container, clay pot, plastic bottle, or bucket with a hole at the bottom. Next, collect small pebbles for the base layer. They keep finer materials from washing out. Find coarse sand, gritty, not powdery, to trap dirt and silt. The real powerhouse is charcoal, made from burnt wood, not ash. Charcoal's porous structure traps chemicals and improves taste. Break it into pea-sized pieces. Rinse all your materials to remove loose dirt. With these 4 ingredients, container, stones, sand, and charcoal, you're ready to build. Nature is your hardware store. Now comes the crucial step: gathering the necessary materials. This is where resourcefulness meets preparation. Before you even think about constructing your water filter, you need to identify and collect the right components from your surroundings. This process is more than just picking up items. It's about understanding their properties and how they contribute to the filtration process. First, you'll need a container. A clay pot is an excellent choice, especially if you're in an area where pottery shards are common. The porous nature of clay can even offer a degree of pre-filtration. Alternatively, a plastic bottle can work just as well. Plastic is durable, readily available in many environments, and easy to modify. Regardless of your choice, make sure it has a hole at the bottom to allow the filtered water to drip out. This hole is your exit point for clean water, so ensure it's appropriately sized for a steady, manageable flow. Next, Head to a riverbed or stream for pebbles. These small stones will form the first layer of your filter, providing initial screening of larger particles. It's crucial to rinse them thoroughly to remove any mud, algae, or organic matter. Clean pebbles ensure that you're not introducing contaminants into your filtered water. Then, find coarse sand. This layer will filter out finer sediments and impurities. Be sure to avoid fine, silty mud as it can clog your filter. Rinse the sand well to remove any remaining silt and organic debris. The cleaner the sand, the more effective it will be. For the crucial charcoal layer, burn dry hardwood in a pit. Hardwood creates a more effective charcoal than softwoods. Once the wood is burning well, cover the pit with soil to make it smolder. This process deprives the fire of oxygen, creating charcoal instead of ash. After the charcoal has cooled completely, break it into small chunks. The smaller the pieces, the greater the surface area for adsorption. Rinse off the dust thoroughly. Charcoal dust can cloud your filtered water and reduce the effectiveness of the filter. Remember, clean materials make a better filter. The effort you put into cleaning your supplies directly impacts the quality of the water you'll get. Each step, collecting, rinsing, and preparing, is vital. Don't skip or rush any part of the process. Your health and safety depend on it. The cleaner your materials, the safer your drinking water will be. With your toolkit ready and your materials meticulously cleaned, you're finally set to build your survival water filter. This is survival in action, a testament to your preparedness and ingenuity. Gather, clean, prepare, and organize. These are the cornerstones of successful survival. With everything in place, you're ready for the next crucial step: assembling your filter. Let's build a life-saving water filter, one layer at a time. Now let's get started and build our very own water filter. This is where the magic happens, transforming readily available materials into a powerful tool for clean water. We'll take you through each step, layer by layer, ensuring you understand the purpose and function of every component. The first crucial step is to prepare the container's outlet. Place a flat stone, a small collection of pebbles, or even a tightly packed wad of grass over the outlet hole at the bottom of your container. This is done inside your container. The purpose of this initial layer is to prevent the subsequent filter materials, like sand and charcoal, from washing out through the hole. It acts as a primary barrier, keeping everything in place. Think of it as the foundation upon which our filtration system will be built. With the outlet secured, we can now begin adding the filtration layers. Start by adding a layer of pebbles to the bottom of the container. These pebbles should be clean and free of any debris. Aim for a layer that's approximately 5 centimeters deep. You can use a ruler or simply estimate the depth by eye. This layer of pebbles serves two important functions: drainage and support. It allows water to flow freely through the bottom of the filter and provides a stable base for the finer filtration layers above. This ensures that the water doesn't stagnate and that the filter works efficiently. With the pebble layer in place, it's time to introduce the first stage of actual filtration. Next, carefully pour in a thick layer of coarse sand on top of the pebbles. This layer should be at least 10 centimeters deep to effectively perform its function. The coarse sand acts as a primary filter, working diligently to trap larger particles of dirt, silt, and other sediments that may be present in the water. This prevents these larger particles from clogging the finer filtration layers above, ensuring the longevity and effectiveness of your filter. Now for the crucial element that removes impurities. On top of the sand, add a generous layer of crushed charcoal. Make sure the charcoal is well crushed to increase its surface area for better absorption. This layer should be approximately 7 to 10 centimeters thick to maximize its effectiveness. To complete the filtration system, finish with a final layer of fine sand. This layer acts as a pre-filter for the charcoal. Aim for a thickness of about 5 centimeters. This final layer is designed to catch any remaining larger debris before it has a chance to reach and potentially clog the charcoal layer. Each layer within this filter plays a very specific and important job in the overall purification process. The stones at the bottom ensure proper drainage, while the coarse sand diligently filters out larger particles of dirt and sediment. The charcoal layer is responsible for removing harmful chemicals and toxins, and the final layer of fine sand provides an additional level of pre-filtering, ensuring the water is as clean as possible. When adding the layers, it's important to avoid compacting the materials too tightly. The water needs to be able to flow freely through the filter layers for it to work effectively. Compacting the layers will restrict the flow and reduce the filter's efficiency. And with that, your filter is now ready to use. It's a simple, yet remarkably effective solution, built entirely with your own hands and readily available materials. A testament to ingenuity and resourcefulness in providing clean drinking water. Here's how your filter works. Stones at the bottom create drainage and keep the outlet clear. Coarse sand traps silt, mud, and larger particles. Charcoal absorbs chemicals, some bacteria, and bad tastes. The top layer of fine sand catches leaves and debris, protecting the charcoal from clogging. Each layer works together, turning dirty water into something much safer. It's a natural multi-stage system, simple but powerful. The result, clear water, filtered by Earth's own methods. That's survival science in action. Time to test your filter. Pour dirty water gently onto the top layer. Use a leaf or flat stone to spread it out and avoid disturbing the layers. The first flush will be cloudy. Discard it to clear out dust. Add more dirty water and wait as it slowly drips through. The process is slow, but that's good. It means more impurities are being trapped. Soon, clear water will emerge from the bottom. The transformation is dramatic, from brown and smelly to clear and odorless. This is proof that simple natural materials can make water safe. Always collect the filtered water in a clean vessel. You've just created a lifeline from the wild. Compare the results. Muddy water in one hand, crystal clear water in the other. The filter removes dirt, silt, and bad smells, thanks to the charcoal. The water looks and smells clean, but there's one more step for safety. Always boil filtered water for at least 1 minute to kill any remaining pathogens. Filtering first makes boiling easier and more effective. Now you have safe water for drinking, cooking, or cleaning wounds. This process is about more than survival. It's about taking control. You've turned a hazard into a resource, using only your knowledge and what nature provides. This is resilience in action. Your clear water is a symbol of your will to survive. This isn't just about building a filter, it's about mindset. Nature isn't your enemy, it's your resource. For many, this skill is daily life, not just survival training. Simple, natural solutions can change lives and save them. Modern gadgets can fail, but rock, sand, and charcoal are everywhere. This knowledge is universal. Carry it in your mind, not your pack. Clean water is the foundation of survival. Without it, nothing else matters. Practice this skill, and you'll gain confidence and independence. Adapt, improvise, and use what nature gives you. Stay prepared, and you'll do more than survive, you'll thrive.